Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chicho for all of you who don't know, and for all of you who have watched my videos before, welcome back. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my channel. So today is super exciting because today is the first day of 31 days of Halloween. So without further ado, grab your coffee, grab your popcorn, get comfortable, do whatever you need to do, and get ready to get spooked. Let's go. So for my first video in 31 days of Halloween, I wanted to do a story that I know super well, that I've been told my whole life growing up and that I still continue to hear stories about today. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of the history about this person and what they're known for and why people are afraid of them. So today's video is gonna be about La Llorona, and in English that translates to the weeping woman, the crying woman, whatever. And I know a lot of you have probably already heard the story about her, but this is my family's version. So La Llorona, some people say her name was Maria, some people don't give her a name. I'm just gonna call her Maria for the sake of the video. So Maria was a beautiful and young and vibrant Native American woman from a pueblo in Mexico. So she was from a poor, impoverished family, like most Native Americans were back then, along with Afro-Latinos and things like that. And one day, a Spanish nobleman rode into her pueblo, and he caught eyes with her and he fell in love instantly. They could not be separated, but his family did not want him marrying into poverty. They did not want him to be with Maria. So what he did was he bought a house for him and Maria in her pueblo, where he would travel to work and come home to be with her. And that worked. They were together for a long time. They had 2 kids eventually, and he would go off on his business trips and couldn't wait to get home to his 2 sons and his wife. And he would always bring gifts. He would bring jewels for Maria, and he would bring toys for the boys. And then one day, he just eventually kept bringing less and less gifts, and one day he eventually just stopped showing up at all. And so Maria went to the town where he was supposed to be at to find him, to make sure he was okay, to just make sure everything was all right. And she could feel him separating himself from her, distancing himself little by little, but she just didn't want to believe it. So she wanted to go to make sure he's okay. So when she got to the town, she found him with a Spanish woman from a rich family, a noble family. She was younger than Maria, and she was more beautiful than Maria, because Maria had gone through, having 2 children, and she was getting older and all of that. So she was super jealous, and in a fit of rage, she ran home, and she drowned her 2 boys to get back at her husband. And as soon as she had realized what she had done, she instantly regretted it, and she wished she had never done that. But it was too late, and she could not bear the thought of living her life without her 2 children, and now without her husband as well. So she ended up drowning herself too. And after that, she was cursed to roam the world, searching for her 2 lost children forever. And that's basically the story that I was told about La Llorona growing up, and where she comes from. But mainly, your abuelos and abuelitas, they would always tell you, don't go out and play, by the creek at night, don't do this and don't do that, don't be bad, or La Llorona will come and get you. She'll take you away with her. And the reason why people are so afraid of her is that she will usually be found leaning over a body of water, whether that be a creek, a river, a lake, whatever, and she'll be wailing, she'll be crying, she'll be like, mis hijos, ¿dónde están mis hijos? She'll be like, where are my kids, where are my sons, like, where are they at? When she sees you, the crying is usually to lure you in, and then when she sees you, she will chase you down, and when she realizes that you aren't her kids, she'll what I was told, she'll gouge her eyes out, she'll be so upset, and then she'll move along and keep searching for her children. What makes it so scary for men is that what I was told is that she also hunts down men seeking revenge on her ex-husband. I guess you could say her ex-husband. But yeah, so men and children. She's searching the world usually to get revenge on her ex-husband and to find her children. She's usually seen with long black hair. What I was told that is that her hair looks wet all the time and that she's in a long, beautiful white gown with a white veil. Yeah, and if you see La Llorona, you're supposed to get away from her as fast as you can. Don't let her see you, because if she does, she's supposed to be super fast and have super long nails and super long creepy ass fingers. So yeah, just avoid her at all costs. You know what? Just listen to your parents and you should be fine. Personally, I'm a dude, so I just avoid all bodies of water at nighttime anyway. So yeah, I have a lot of stories about La Llorona, like experiences with La Llorona, but I'm gonna keep that for the next video that I make about La Llorona, because those stories are gonna be a whole video in themselves. There's plenty of stories that I can tell you about La Llorona and experiences that not only have happened in Mexico, but also here in the United States. As far up where I live, even in Northwest Arkansas, I've heard stories about people seeing and hearing La Llorona at nighttime. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But basically that's La Llorona. People are super scared of her because she's a woman dressed in white with long black hair and crying for her dead children. Yeah, and she'll gouge your eyes out if you she sees you and she finds out you're not her children, or she sees you and she thinks you're her ex-husband. So yeah, that's the story of La Llorona. If you guys have any stories about La Llorona, and you want to share them with me, leave a comment below, send me a message, whatever. If you guys have any suggestions for any of the other 30 videos I'm going to be putting out for 31 Nights of Halloween, leave a comment down below, like I said, send me a message, and all of that. But yeah, until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share my video if you will, please. And remember to stay spooky. Bye.